TIFU by giving my old sports car to my stepson, 16, instead of my actual son, 20, who wanted it since he was a child. Today, I want to share a story about regret, promises, and family. It's about how I made a mistake so big that it cost me my relationship with my son. It's the story of a car, and a decision I will regret forever. I've been a car mechanic since I was 19 and owned my own shop since I was 28. Cars are my passion. Back when I was 17, my dad bought me a black Chevrolet Chevelle SS, a car I cherished and maintained throughout my life. It was more than just a car, it was a piece of my history. After my first marriage ended, I remarried. My wife had a son from her previous marriage, and though he wasn't my biological son, he saw me as his real father, especially since his own dad had walked out on him. At the same time, my biological son lived with his mom, but he'd often visit my shop after school. He loved cars, especially my Chevelle. He even had a toy model of it. But as time went on, things changed. My ex-wife remarried, and they moved a few states away. I saw my son less often, just a few times a year. When he turned 16, he went to university far away. Life got busy, my business struggled, and my wife fell ill. My focus shifted entirely to keeping everything afloat. Fast forward to April 2019. My stepson turned 16, and he had worked so hard. He was a straight-A student, and we were so proud of him. So, I decided to give him my Chevelle as a birthday gift. It felt like a meaningful way to show my appreciation for him. But then, I made a terrible mistake. I texted my son a picture of my stepson with the car. He replied, asking, "Is this a joke?" When I said it wasn't, he called me furious. He reminded me of a promise I'd made when he was 10 years old, that if he worked hard in school, the car would be his. I had forgotten that promise. In the heat of the argument, I said something I'll never forgive myself for. I told him, "You didn't deserve the car." And I hung up. That one sentence shattered everything. 3 weeks later, my ex-wife called, furious. She told me my son had graduated at the top of his class in automotive service technology. He had dreamed of becoming a mechanic like me and even hoped to take over my shop someday. But now, he wanted nothing to do with me. He felt unwanted, replaced by my stepson. Yesterday, I received a package. Inside was his old toy Chevelle, a ripped-up photo of the two of us sitting on the hood of my car, and a videotape. On the tape, he was 7 years old, filming me working on a car. I said to him, "If you keep up your grades, this shop and my Chevelle will be yours one day." Watching that tape broke me. It was his way of saying goodbye. I've tried everything to find him. Social media, calls, even traveling to places he might be. But he doesn't want to be found. And I don't blame him. If you're listening to this, son, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. To anyone out there, please, learn from my mistake. Don't let pride or forgetfulness ruin the bonds that matter most.
What do you think of this car story? Let us know in the comments.